Are you feeling out of control when it comes to your investments? This morning, Tressa and Barbara from Rockwood Stone Wealth Management are here to tell us how to reduce the risk. Good morning, and thanks for being here. So, like you were saying earlier before, you were saying that the market's been back and forth, and a lot of times, I remember when we've had meetings, investment meetings about our 401ks, and people come in and talk to us a little bit about that, that a lot of people would ask, especially right before the really big one, do we sell? Do we sell? Do we get rid of our 401ks? What do we do? So people do panic, and it seems like that's what they're doing now.
I think first you have to realize, there's certain things you can't control. You can't control the credit rating of the United States. You can't control the debt crisis. You just can't. But there are things about your portfolio that you can control, and that's what we want to talk to you about today.
Okay. That's right. A lot of people think that they are diversified because everybody knows diversifying is a key to cutting down the risk in your portfolio. But you need to know what you have in your portfolio, and more importantly, how the investments work together. So often people come into our office and they say, oh, well, I'm diversified, and we take a look at their statement, and sure, they have 6 mutual funds, and if we drill down a little deeper, we find out that each mutual fund owns the same stocks. And so now you have your entire portfolio invested in a couple of stocks, and your risk is great. So find out what you own and why you own it, and if you don't know that answer, find out and make sure that the investments that you do own work together but are diversified at the same time.
Okay, so what do you think also where people's stance should be right now with everything?
Well, the key is that everybody is an individual, and your investments have to be set correctly for your time horizon.
Okay.
So for your young, old, close to retirement, far from retirement, your own personal tolerance for risk. Some people can handle a little more than others, and the goals that you have for that money. So knowing that your investments have to be tuned to that. Now, the worst thing people can do is listen to someone who, maybe a friend who says, I have a great stock tip for you. I bought some. I think you should too. And that particular investment could be completely inappropriate for your risk tolerance, your time horizon, and your goals. So stay away from advice like that.
Okay.
We've also talked to some people who say, well, I have 3 different financial advisors. No one financial advisor has all of my money, so I am diversified. And what we have found is that if you do that, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because the other financial advisors don't know what the others are doing, and so they're not able to manage the portfolio. So find one financial advisor who you trust and feel is competent, and go ahead and give them your entire portfolio, and then let them create a diversified set of investments, a sensible portfolio of stocks and bonds calculated for your own risk tolerance and your needs.
And then you won't feel like you have to break and run during these times.
Yes.
And there's a lot of customary boutique style investments, like options trading. You hear words bandied about that you think, well, this is really fancy. Micro caps, hedge funds. Not typically a good thing for many investors, totally inappropriate. And some people think, well, if I buy some of those, that'll take care of me. I'm really a big-time investor. Be very careful, understand those things completely before you get involved with things like that.
And one last thing, don't try and outguess the market, because you will never be able to do it consistently, and you will put your portfolio at extreme risk while you're trying to bet whether the market is going to go up or go down. Get a sensible, diversified portfolio, customized for your needs, and then just sit tight and say to yourself, this too shall pass.
Okay, well, some really wonderful advice. We'll actually have this video on our Facebook and our website, so you can go over it. And then if you have any questions, you can also give them a call.
Give us a call, 233-1122.
All right, thank you so much for being here this morning. Right now, we're going to take a live look outside. This is of the Auburn Valley. I love this shot. It's always so beautiful.